Hello and welcome. This video I'm going to generate an SSIS package to export an export a table into Excel, and then I'm going to open the bids environment and we're going to import it into bids and have a look at its functions and its components. So first off, we're going to go to our SSMS and we'll open the application. I'm going to choose a database, migrate, and I'm going to export from tasks, export. And we're going to export to Excel. And I'm going to choose the path. That's 3. XLS. Choose next, and so we're going to copy data from one or more tables or views, so we click next to that, and the one I'm going to copy to is the customers. I'm going to select that. We're going to look at the mapping, and everything looks as we wish to have it there. Press OK to that. Press next, and we're going to save this package, and we're going to save it in the file system with no security. And it's looking for a new package there, DTX, so I'm going to change that, the name of that. So I'm going to change it to export, Excel export. We'll finish that, and that's completed its task. So we close that, and we can just test that that's working by looking at the location of the Excel file. And the important thing to note is that we have to have the Excel file created before we run the test. So we can see it here. It's created a new folder called customer, and we've got our row headings there, and we've got our data. I'm going to exit from that. And then we're going to open the Business Intelligence tool. And we're going to create a new project, which is an integration services project, and we're going to call it Excel Export. Press OK to that, and by default it creates a DTSX package, and we're going to delete that because we don't need it, and we're going to import our own. Actually, we can do it from over here by adding an existing package, and from the drop down we'll choose a file system package, and if we click here it takes us to the default location for this package. And this is the one we just created, the DTSX file. We press OK to that. OK. And now we see the package. So I'm going to open that in our display window. And we can see its components. Let's very quickly have a look at the individual components. Start off with the preparation SQL task. Now please note that this is the same as the execute SQL task, and it's not obvious. So if you need to create this from the bids, you're not going to get the preparation SQL task, you're going to get the execute SQL task. And we put them on the screen here, we can see that they're both identical, with the exception of the description. If we go to edit this and look at its constituents, you can see the connection type is destination connected Excel, and the SQL statement, which is the critical piece here, is create statement which works in Excel. So this is creating a table in Excel or a sheet with the following field headings. That's the first thing it does, and it calls it customer, as you can see there. Now in the data flow, if we go to edit that, we are taken to the data flow page, and there's three parts to that. And the first part is the OLEDB source, and that's the data that's coming in. So if we edit that, we can see it's our source connection OLEDB from our server, and we have a table or view, and from that list of tables we can see there are options there, and the one we're using is the customer. We can even preview this. We can see the data that's there. We can look at the columns, and we can add or remove individual columns should we need to from here. The next piece is for the data conversion, is to ensure that Unicode and non-Unicode data sources are made compatible with Excel. And if we look at the details of that column selected there, because that's the only one that needed a conversion, and you can see it's been converted to a particular type down here. And finally the destination, if we edit that, we can see destination connector is Excel, and it's a customer sheet in Excel, and we can preview what that should look like, and we can see that the data is going to go in from here as is there. A final word when we go to execute this is to make sure that we've removed the existing customer sheet from the file, otherwise, and I'll delete it there. Otherwise we will not be able to overwrite that sheet, and the execution will fail. So we're going to save that now. Going to go to the debug window, go through the execution process. We see that it's done that successfully. And if we look in here again, we can see customer has been recreated and the data has been dropped in. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful.